Very good evening, a fantastic day to you. This is Praveen Kumar from Tycoon's Reality. Today, I'm here and thrilled and excited to be here in this city called Paradise City by Mangala Properties. Today, we are here in this Paradise City by Mangala Properties, which is just located 10 minutes away from Pollachi and 20 minutes away from Malumuchumatti, which is the next IT hub of Coimbatore, where L&T Infotech is building up an IT space of 1.8 million square foot of space for the IT companies, which is a prominent example for a lot of residents to come in. And this Paradise is located just 45 minutes away from the airport. So it's very well connected to all main roads of Coimbatore, and it's a calm, peace mindset for all people who are going to stay here. And it's a fantastic location which is surrounded by natural serenities, giving you the plethora of opportunities in terms of the livelihood that we experience in any projects anyone takes in the Coimbatore. And I'm sure Paradise City have lots of things for us today, where they have sold phase 1, which is 134 plots, just 6 months of time. And here today, we are exploring the next opportunities they have for us, which is the phase 2 with 195 plots. And let's go explore what they have in for us. Paradise City, we have 3 phases, and I'm thrilled to understand they have sold out the phase 1 with just 6 months, as I told you before. And see, there is almost 25% of the plots has been already occupied, with villas being coming up and people are there living with their happy families. And I'm sure they have a lot of things coming up here. And you can see the scenery around here. It's so calm, so precisely captured buildings, which is having a good infrastructure. And very especially, the important thing is the drainage is covered with concrete blocks, which is very important. That I can see only in very few projects, because coverage of the drainage with a decent concrete, which is on a high level concrete structure, has been built. And I can also see the drainage, the entire drainage is being captured not inside the plot. It is well connected to outside the plot with the outer drainage, which is connecting the city, which is very important for the hygiene and health of the residents of this particular projects. So I can really see a lot of things, new buildings, which is almost every villa I can see here is, quite some time of around the 4 to 5 cents of land with having 3,000, 4,000 square feet of built up. So the community is very good. The climate is very good. The connectivity is very good. And you have water connections, 1 lakh liters of overhead tanks. They have built a sump of 60,000 liters of sump for drinking water, which is, I think, a very appreciative thing, and which we need to understand that, the developers, the Mangala Properties, they're not just doing this as a project for a sake, and they're doing this for a cause, to give the customers the best value proposition for the money they spend on each and every penny that's coming out of their pocket. So I think we need to appreciate the fact, the large scale of 25 acres, and they've just sold even just 6 months of the first phase. It's a perfect example of the quality of the layouts, the features of the layouts, which is being monitored with the CCTV cameras for 24/7. The entire project is being CCTV monitored for the benefits and safety and security of the residents here. And the internet cables or the network cables is cleanly, neatly laid under these concrete slabs, which gives the additional safety for the network to have an uninterrupted connection. You can really see a lot of positive things here, because the surroundings is full of greeneries, giving fresh air, and especially for the elders, when you have a senior citizens at your home, the peace of mind, the hygiene, the health, and the safety is very important, especially for them and as well as for the children. So I think the entire thing is being totally understood by the developers, Mangala Properties, and they have well executed the project in the phase 1. So which gives me a lot of thrill to see what they have in for phase 2. Because phase 2 is going to be, I understand, it's not only the plots, they're going to have super duper premium gated community villas, which is exclusive for the people of Pollachi, which is just 10 minutes from here, and people of Kerala, which is just 20 minutes from here, and people of Malumuchumatti, which is just 20 minutes from here, and from the Coimbatore city as well, which is just 40 minutes. So I guess this is going to be a fantastic project because they also received the fastest sold property by the Indian Real Estate Awards in 2025 that recently held in Bangalore. And these are the winners of that particular title. And really appreciate the developers for what they've gone through and what they have did and executed in this project. So it's time for us to see what they have in the phase 2. And I'm sure the phase 1, you can see the developments, and they have a plethora of things, including the kids play area. Senior citizens is for them to come, sit, chat with their friends and spend some quality time, get some fresh air to their mind and as well as for the body. And yeah, Paradise City is seriously a paradise in the heaven. Paradise City has a fantastic future, I said, and one among them was this park, the Children's Park, which is spread across half an acre with almost 20,000 square feet of setup, which is a very, very important thing for any resident community to have a children's safe play area with a lot of features and amenities for the children and also for the parents to spend some quality time with their children. And this is an important USP of this Paradise City. I think it adds a lot of value for the community, giving in a lot of space, which gives open air for the children, which is very important for the health benefits of every children in this community. So let's get inside and see what they have. And it's half an acre, just half an acre. I mean, it's a very, very added advantage and the value proposition, which we're going to see inside. Friends, I'm just sitting in this place, in this calm area, where I can observe a lot of things. I can hear the sounds of birds. I can see the breezes of air. Peace of mind is a little better for me when I'm coming from the city. And, sitting in this hard rock stone, which is natural for us, and spending a time with your family in the evening time, I think it's going to be a very important biological game that we have, because the bonding that we have with families, especially with the children when you get back from work, is very important. And a place, a community like Paradise City, having an enormous space of almost 25 acres, and having a space like this fulfills the dreams of every common man. Safe place for your family, because the entire project is being surrounded by compound wall, CCTV monitored, and the water, the very basic requirement for us. The safety is fantastic, security is high, connectivity is awesome. I'm very happy to share this with my clients and tell them this is one of the place for them to come back and build their dream home. And I think Paradise City is also helping all the customers to build their projects to the dream home. Like here, as I can see, a beautiful villas being constructed, affordable price and at highest quality, because the quality of the project talks about the quality of the people who built the project. So Mangala Properties, I really appreciate the work they have executed here. Real estate professional, I'm proud and being happy of this particular project to be here, and I would highly recommend this kind of projects of Mangala Properties to all my clients, and I'm sure this is going to be one of the best decisions that they can make. And very important thing, you can also see the solar panels also being installed for the bore well, which gives 24/7 supply of water for the common areas. And you also have individual water connection for all the plots, which is an added advantage. And and very important, this place is soon going to be under the corporation of Pollachi. So very importantly, the best time to make the decision right is to invest right in the right place. And I think this is one of the right place to invest. I think it's for us to move there and check it out. Today, now I'm here in this skating ring of Paradise City by Mangala Properties, which is one of the features that I told you in the earlier time. This is one of the first of its kind in Coimbatore, where you have a dedicated skating ring for the community, for the people who buy the properties here. So where we can see a lot of children coming up every weekend, you can see 30-40 children coming here along with the trainers for the skating practice, which is again a very important skill, because nowadays you can see for mobile phones are taking a lot of addictions in the children. And every day evening, once they complete their homeworks, it's important for the parents or the grandparents to bring them outside the home and engage them with play activities that you recently saw in the park, which I've explained to you. And here also we can see one of the very important gross motor skills, where the movement of body and the sweat that you get from the children is very important, which will help them to engage in a better way for improving their health, and also the learning the skill of the movements of their legs in this ring, and also removes the addiction of mobile phones and gadgets. So I think that's very important thing. So wherever you are across the world, this is the best place for us to be here along with your family. What you need, the safety, security, everything is here, and here is here for the children as well. So I think you can see how it is. And you can see the entire projects from here as well. And you can see that's the main road, so it's easy accessibility as well. Friends, what you see there is the phase 2 development, and this is the phase 1 development. So precisely, that's the phase 2 development which was just being developed. And earlier, phase 1 was like this. And now you can see what you see in the action. It's all a 40 feet and a 30 feet wide roads, which is a very important USP of a project of Paradise City. Because anywhere in the city that you see right now, you'll not be able to see a wide roads like this, which is a very wide road, 30-40 feet for the free movement of vehicles and the passengers. I think this is a very important aspect here. You can see the length of the project and the breadth of the project, and that is what you saw earlier was the pre-phase of what you see in the phase 1. So within the launch, I think that should be the same as this, and you have a lot of developments coming up. As I told you before, the drainage has a concrete slab which is being laid. It is not a ready-made concrete slab, my dear friends. This is being done with a complete civil work on the floor, on the ground, with the entire centering work done at a very accurate level. So what you see here is the just recently laid concrete for the slab, which is for the drainage. So you have an individual choke pits, and the internet cables are being laid in this concrete slab also, which has an ease of communication for us, and where we can also see iron rods which is being built before this concrete. This is what had just happened an hour before, and what you'd see there is a preparation for tomorrow's concrete work. And you can also see choke pit is given at different intervals, which is again a concrete, not any UPVC, it's a concrete again. So what you see, the quality is good, fantastic. So you can see the works getting prepared for the tomorrow's concrete. So this level of concrete for the drainage goes across the 25 acres, is a superstar of this project. You can see me in this battery car, which is maybe fun for you, but the reason why I want to be here to drive this to see how it actually works, number one. And number two, I can see the care of the developers, what kind of care they provide. Because, having this 25 acres of plethora of land, and you want the, the customers to come and walk in and go, they have provided this battery vehicle for them to be taken care and drive through the entire roadways and see the facilities and developments, which adds a more important value in the care this Mangala Properties brings on board, not only for the developments of the project, but also for the customers. And that's one. With this car, let's go check it out, the clubhouse. So friends, we just came in from the curling ring and getting into the clubhouse, and I think clubhouse is getting constructed right now. So you can see the clubhouse being constructed, which is almost 3,000 square feet of built-up area. And you can also see turf. It's also being erected, which will have the court for the cricket and any football or anything to be played. And this is an open gym also in front here. This is in the front side of the entire project. So you have a more visibility as well. And the clubhouse will also have a community hall, which can have an accommodation of almost 100 people at a time for any get-together or any seminars or community hall meetings. And beside that, you can see the 1 lakh liter overhead tank, which I told you earlier, and which also has a sump capacity of 60,000 liters, which is one of the USP of this project. Guys, I think I'm very happy to be here because it gives a lot of excitement as a real estate professional to be a part of this, to understand, to see what developments have gone through. And the area gives a lot of ambience in terms of the happiness, especially the climate. Coimbatore is known for the climate, and here in Pollachi, the climate is fantastic, especially by this time. And I'm here in the approximately around 5:30 in the evening, and you can see how the climate is. Just have a look into this, friends. I think it's add more value to your life, and it's a first part of the investment. And a lot of excitements is around here. Safety for the children, safety for the parents, safety for the family. Security-wise, water connectivity, transportation connectivity, and the ambience that you spend with the community is enormous. And the phase 2, as I said, they're coming up with beautiful villas, which is a gated community project as well. And it adds more interesting value because since the LNTIT is coming here, just 20 minutes away from here, a gated community project in this plethora of an opportunity adds more value. So Paradise City, I am grand sure this is going to be one of the successful projects in their history. Thank you so much. Praveen Kumar from Tycoons Reality signing off for the day. Thank you.